you tonight. Welcome to Champions Team Meet. I love team meet. Do you love team meeting? It is where we get to be together. We get to motivate and inspire each other. We get to give each other great ideas on how to run your business and sales techniques and motivation. And we got all of it tonight. Are you ready? Okay, so as we get started, I want you who put in their pillowcase on the post on Facebook or your dream board, however you did it. Who did it? Raise your hand. We can see. I'm looking at you. Okay. So if you did it, congratulations. We're gonna have a drawing for you in just a little bit. But we have other things going on tonight. We have recruiting ideas from Debbie Morris. You're gonna love it. She's the recruiting superstar, so we need to hear from her, right? We have 80/20 rule that you need to hear from Ellen, and we have 7 steps from Miss Jeni, and you're going to hear goal making from me tonight, and of course our recognition. So we've got a good night planned for you. And so if you're here and excited, go ahead and put it in the chat. I'm excited. Can't wait to see what 2024 has for you in business this year, because we're going to be helping you set up your year, break it down, and figure out where you're going. So I want to ask you something. I don't know. I just personally feel like without a goal, I wander. And I mean, it's not a good thing. Okay. A goal is very purposeful, and successful people have goals and have focus on where they're going to go. Not just in life. I love to set myself up for, like, I always say, a 6 week goal, a 6 year goal. And I like to 6 weeks, 6 months, and 6 years. You can do 3 weeks, 3 months, and 3 years. Whatever you love. I like to break it up. And so this is what I want to have in 6 weeks. This is what I want to have in 3 months. I like to make goal steps like that. And of course, our year at Champion this year, we did a little over 2 million. And so our goal for 2024 is, of course, 3 million, always growing, right? 3 million plus. All right. Put it that way. And we need more directors. We need more leadership. We need more people wanting more. So if you're one of those people that want more in 24, put it in the chat right now. More, just type more and send it to us in the chat so we can see who wants more in 2024. All right. And so as we get ready to start tonight, I want to tell you something very exciting. I'm going to show my screens real quick so we can get started on this. Okay, so Pam didn't put her glasses on. You're like, what's new, Pam? All right, so um, oh, I didn't share screens. Oh, here we go. Share screen, and screen we're going to share is right here. I'm almost there. My computer was acting really weird tonight, but hopefully we've got it fixed. Okay, share. All right, are you good? Do you see it?
We see it, but we're seeing all of it.
Okay. Okay. Good?
Yep.
All right. So, champion rally tonight, 80/20 rule. And Tupperware's new slogan for the year is "You make the difference." And I love their new logo, that little Tupperware T with the little sill, lid, whatever. That's a big discussion in Tupperware always. And to be honest with you, when people Google, the main reason Tupperware started to use the word lid is people do not Google plastic containers with a seal. They Google plastic containers with lids. All right. And so social media is making us rethink what maybe we should call it. So that's why you're here to say lids from time to time now, because we're evolving into what will help us grow a business. All right. Doesn't necessarily mean that's what we want to call it. We're just making sure that we're not hurting ourselves by a simple, silly word, right? All right. And so you make the difference. And that is the truth. One of the things that I have to tell you right now is there are a lot of people that sell Tupperware. What makes it different is you. And I want to share something with you. I've told you for years, you've got to find a niche in this business. Find something that you can work, that you can get excited about and make it your niche. When I was brand new in Tupperware, I remember I was nervous and so I would talk fairly fast, but I was very capable of talking fast, but people could understand me. And so they called me the lady that talks so fast, you know. I was Tupper Pam, but they would always say, it's that girl that talks really fast. And I would do, I would laugh about it and say, I do any Tupperware party any other Tupperware lady would do. I just do it in half the time. And it was just a joke and it was fun and funny. And I want to tell you, the niche can be anything. It could be you're a great chef. It could be that you love organization. It could be that you love to do bingo parties. That could be that you love, you know, you really, your niche in this business could be fundraising. Your niche in this business could be holding $1,000 parties and having, you know, just literally, I'll never forget Angela Warbaugh saying, I'm really good at holding $1,000 parties. And if you'd like to hold $1,000 party, I will help you and coach you to $1,000 party. Why not, right? You know, you need to be proud of yourself and you need to give yourself permission to brag about your strengths in this business and use it as your niche. All right. And so you will make the difference. You will make your success will come from you. All right. Because everybody's got the same Tupperware tools. Why do some rise and some don't? It's because the difference lies within you. And if you want it bad enough to work for it, because you can all say, I want to be a director, but unless you're willing to work for it, I'm sorry. It just, you know, there's, you know, there's no director fairies out there just coming around going bing, bing, bing. Okay. It happens when you work this business. And that's another thing I've always says Tupperware works if you do. So I will also tell you, I say it the opposite way too. When somebody says, I tried this, I tried that, nothing works. I'm like, yeah, you're not working it. You're giving me lip service. Okay. Because this business does work if you do. All right. And so let's get started about bragging about you right now. Guess what you have done? Congratulations, champion. You have gotten in the worldwide recognition. We are number 6 in the world. Hello. In growth in the month of November. Now, this worldwide recognition always comes out like, ooh, just dropped an earring. It always comes out like a couple months late. All right, because it's worldwide recognition. And so we're just now getting November recognition today. And I am so excited. I mean it, guys. This is huge. And what a great recruiting tool for you to be able to say, be part of one of the best teams in the country, in the world. We are number 6 in the world in growth and growing fast. And I will tell you that is a huge compliment. And so what's happening? We've got double credit going on. I hope you're keeping in touch with what's going on right now. The host gift specials are amazing. You can have the signature series, which I absolutely love, the Modular signature series or the impression line. We have double credit. And so in other words, $1,000 party we were talking about normally is $200 in free Tupperware, where you're going to give them $400 in free Tupperware instead. And guys, if you have not already opened up your own personal Tupperware party and have your own personal link, you need to right now. All right. Not right now, but tonight. You need to have that because you never know when somebody's going to be out there shopping and looking on the website and fall on your site and want to go and add to a party, or go ahead and order on your site and you can move it over to that party. And do know now, you do not have to close a party. I think everybody should know this already, but you do not have to close a party in order to submit an order in your back office anymore. You can submit that order and the party can stay open, which is huge because you'll want to make sure you close it before the end of the month. And our last day of the month is, it's also the world's last day of the month, which normally doesn't happen, but we're doing it this month. So the 31st of January is our last day. So it's 5 weeks instead of 4. A huge opportunity for growth for you. And I want to say that because Tupperware is making some changes. I'm just going to take my screens down because we need to talk. All right. Tupperware is making some changes. If you've ever wanted to be a manager in this Tupperware business, this is the month to move up because you have 5 weeks and not 4. That makes a huge difference. Okay. A whole nother week, 7 more days. All right. To make your numbers. So you've got that, but you have more. Um, Tupperware is going to change in February to the new recruits have got to submit at least $100 order to be counted as new. And so you want to make sure that you get real busy right now because your new recruits just have to be in the system. They don't have to have $1,000 order, $100 order in, a $500 order in, $1,000 order in. It can be all your sales and any recruits you have that are working sales. And if that last recruit comes in the last day of the month, they don't have to submit that $100 order. And then in February, that will change. And so all recruits, in order for them to count for a step up, they would have to have submitted at least $100 order, which makes perfect sense. I'm really okay with the change, but I also want to use it to your advantage for you to get it slide in underneath January, where it might just be a smit easier. 4 weeks, 5 weeks, that's a huge difference. And those new recruits could come in just the day of February the 31st, if January 31st, if that was the day that you bring them in, won't matter. All right. And so that's pretty cool. So that was worth taking my screens down and talking to you, girlfriend to girlfriend. So if you're thinking I wouldn't mind stepping up this month, I'd like to have a pay raise. And that's what managership is. Leadership is pay raise. All right. And so when you step up, you're going to start making a percentage off of you and everybody you bring into the business and everybody they bring in the business. And so you get to go 3 levels deep. Why do you think we get excited about this, guys? Because it's a huge opportunity for you to make more money. I don't know. It doesn't really mean more obligation in any way or more time spent in the business. It means that you're going to get rewarded for helping others and not only teaching them to do what you do. All right. And so what do? We date and then we hold Tupperware parties. And so we date, we demo, and then we submit orders and close parties and we recruit. So then we start all over again. If you kind of visualize it like a wheel, and a wheel has, kind of 4 sides. All right. And so at 12 o'clock, you have your dating and then your parties at 3 o'clock. And at 6 o'clock, you're submitting your orders and processing your orders. And then at 9 o'clock, you are recruiting, and then you go back to dating and holding the party, submitting the party, and recruiting, and it's just a wheel, a cycle of success. Okay, and so when you look at it that way and realize that you just teach them to do what you're doing, how hard is that? All right. They can watch you, they can observe by watching you, or they can observe by taking video training that we have available for them on the Tupperware website or on our YouTube channel. All right. So it's lots of opportunity. So who said, hey, I want to move up this month? I'm going to look in the chat real quick because I care. I can't wait. All right. All right. So hi everyone. Team says no, you're supposed to say, I want to step up. Okay. So who wants to step up this month? Diane Smith. Easier for them to get their $100 in sample orders while the modular mates, ooh, yeah, modular mates 50% off plus another 25% off. Oh my goodness, that's huge. And so yay. So stepping up means getting a pay raise. So if you want more money in Tupperware, then the way to make more money is either hold more parties or recruit, and then you make a percentage of everything that they do. And so there's only one of you. And here's the thing. You can hold lots and lots of parties, and I love holding parties. So I'm not knocking that, but there's only one of you. And so the most parties you could probably do in a month would be, I don't know, 15, 20, 30 at the very most. Okay. I think, but if you had to recruit a team of say 30 people working and they all held one and you still held 5 or 10, look at the money profits that could come in on that. That's humongous. Okay. And you also have to remember it's the rippling effect. Say honestly, survey the statistics have it that everybody knows 2,000 people. And that means 2,000 good acquaintances that they know. Okay. Some people are going to have 1,000, some people are going to have 5,000, but basically it's around 18 to 2,000 people. So you personally know 1,800 to 2,000 people, but everybody that you bring into the business, they also know 1,800 to 2,000 people. So guys, how big do you want your circle to be? So do you understand why if you start recruiting, you're going to make more money? Because you're helping people, and when they make money, you make money. And so you're building a team, and you get rewarded for doing that. All right. And so it really truly is a very simple story of success. All right. And so screen share and go back here. Okay. And so a wonderful host program this month. And it's so fun to do parties when you have these great host programs because you feel so generous. I love feeling generous and I love giving. It's my gift. My daddy's Baptist preacher. If you don't know yet, daddy was a Baptist preacher. And I can remember the messages that he would preach on the gifts and the different gifts that people are, everybody has a gift. And I can remember sitting in church thinking, I want the gift of giving. I want that to be my gift, which I'm sure it was, meant to be. But I will tell you that I probably didn't want it for the right reasons because I always thought, well, if I have the gift of giving, that means I have a lot because I get to give. Then I joined Tupperware and oh, wait, it's the host program. So there you have it. But it is so true that giving is fun. And so when you sell Tupperware, you get to be a great giver. All right. And then we also have going for us right now this humongous sale. Diane already mentioned it. It's right. It's humongous. All right. 50% off the Modulate sets. And then you personally are also going to get another 25% off. That's crazy. And if you put it in a party, you're also going to make another 10% back on your personal volume bonus. And you're going to get free Tupperware when you close that party. Guys, are you checking this out? I mean, if you've not done your cupboards, this is the time to do your cupboards. Because if you would buy, say you would spend $1,000 worth of Tupperware, $1,000 worth of Modulamates, say it would only cost you 650 because you get your discount 750, and then you get your 10% back because you went over 1,500 for the month, because you will, because you have more sales come in. And then you also get the host program, which you're going to get $400 free. Do the math. Come on, that's girl math. That's almost free. Okay. All right. Okay. So we also have going for us right now this beautiful set. And again, amazing price. You're going to get it less than 50% off, a $222 set, $222 set for 99. That is less than half price. All right. And so again, guys, do the math. This is the time. If you've not done your personal shopping, do your personal shopping for your kitchen, get your cupboards organized. And today we have a new sale that came out, which is our modular made cereal stores. And I love our cereal stores. And the first in, first out is pretty clever idea, okay? But all of our cereal stores are just perfect for you to use in your home and always have the best cereal available for everybody. I remember when the kids were little, I would let them have one box of cereal open. This is BT before Tupperware, one box of cereal open at a time. And I would say, no, one box open, and we'd go through, and until that box was empty, we wouldn't open another one because they'd go stale so fast. And then Tupperware cereal stores came around. Then boom, all the kids loved it because they got to have their cereal open. And I'll also share with you, my mother used to live on the Ohio River, like literally on the river. Okay. The next house was the river. And that's a lot of moisture in the air. And her cereal would always stay so fresh for the kids because she'd buy their favorite cereals in their cereal stores, and they would be perfectly fine when we'd come down once every 2 or 3 months. It'd be perfect for them. Valentine's sale is still going on. Don't forget that. And this is so fun. Purchase with purchase. So every $100 they spend, they get to get a gift. Wow. All right. And these gifts are like $4 or $12 for a really nice gift. So it's a really cool thing going on. You have a gift this week, and that is when you submit $250, you're going to get these 3 utensils for only $7. If you don't have that whisk, oh my gosh, that's a game changer. If you're making any kind of soups or any kind of sauces, any kind of gravies, that is just the whisk to have. I'm telling you, it is so easy to whisk with, and you don't pick it up and have all this glunk on it, and you have to pull the strings out. No, none of that happens. Okay, and it's really, really good if you're doing something like gravy and you're trying to keep the bottom of the pan from getting to scorching. Super easy. And then our ladles, and I use the big ladle and the small ladle all the time because they're purposely very like the big ladle is for soups and stuff like that, but that small ladle when I want to take fats off of something, it's perfect for that. So there's lots of uses. And this set of bowls, this is a big set of bowls, by the way, big. All right. And you get a $72 value for only $10. Now this happens when you sell $500 and you've got 2 weeks to do it and it just started. All right. And so it started today and sell $500 and you get this whole set for 10 bucks. And then this set is sell 2,500 for the whole month. That's 5 weeks. All right. And you get a lunch bag. Guys, if you don't want that lunch bag yourself, you can sell that so fast on your shows, man. Those puppies fly. All right. And so you might want it for yourself. It's pretty nice. All right. And then you also have sell $1,000. Oh, I got my screens mixed up, didn't I? Because I should have had that one last and this one next and whatever. If I was perfect, you guys would think something's wrong. What's going on with her? All right. And so $1,000, and then you have this beautiful set. This colander is very practical. And I just made you know, I did so much cooking over the holidays. How about you? But this is so nice because you can use that for steaming broccoli. You can use it kind of like the stack cooker, but I wouldn't use the real high fats like you can in the stack cooker. And but this is very practical. It is definitely heat resistant and it's microwavable. So you'll really love it. And then of course our soup mugs and our little easy store containers for your foods. Now we also have big week granders going on, hit the grand level of $11,000 in team sales directors. And you will have an entry into a drawing to win incentives from Tupperware. However, we also have Team Count as King. And so how fun is this, guys? What we're doing is you want to help your team hit that 20, 50, 75, 100, or 200 to get entries into the drawing to win Doug Palenica to come to the area to hold a team meeting for your team. So you'll be the featured team. Even if other teams come in on it, you're still the featured team. All right. And so that's a really cool thing. And then we also have promoting. So all of the promote outs that we have will have a chance to win. And this is for the quarter. We'll have a chance to win our president. Okay. And Peter. And so how cool is that? And I would love Champion to win that. That would be really cool. We'd have a big party. All right. Definitely make sure that you're checking out all of the programs that Tupperware has out there and how you can win more things. And they are in your My Week every week. And so recruiting this month, you're going to be able to get your new line that Tupperware has if you haven't gotten it already in your kitchen. These look like glass. They are not, and they're very clear. They're perfect for traveling with snacks, by the way. I use these in my travels to Atlanta so often with Jimmy's wasabi peas in one and some wheat thin crackers in another, Triscuits in another, M&Ms in another. And so I really like them for that. The only problem is they don't come home with me at the dangers of daughters, right? I'm kidding. Daughter-in-laws too. All right. And so the starter kits are available for you. Remember, we have these 4 starter kits and that $25 kit over and above these. And so make sure that everybody knows that when they come in this month and they submit that $100 before the 31st of January, they get the stack cooker. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. The stack cooker for only $12. Guys, if you don't have a stack cooker, I love my stack cooker. In fact, I ground the taco meat and I put it and put it in the colander and then set it down. It drained out the excess fat and threw it down the thing. Put the lid on it, and it was so nice to have for the taco meat because it wasn't laying in any juices like that, and it kept it warmer longer. And then our new recruits also have that gift coming to them, $250 value, when they come in and start doing their 250, 250, 250, January, February, and March, the 3 months, and they will get a surprise gift don't forget that skillet. There are still some of you earning that skillet because you did November, December, January, or if you did December, January, February, you're still in for the skillet. All right. And then this will be a new gift. So we don't know what it is yet, but odds are that that means that it's a gift that they can't tell us yet. All right. And all new recruits, you go into the Common Start program, you can earn the $75 when you submit $250. And that would be in your first 30 days. And then you would get, if you do $150 shopping spree, would be with $500 in your first 30 days. Huge bonuses. And then all of these levels, earn them all the way up. And my goodness, Ultra Pro, stack cooker, the grill, mandolin, a skillet, beautiful gifts. All right. Double host credit is no joke. So make sure that you keep talking about it and using that as your driver for getting more parties in this month and keeping those parties rolling. All right. So did I stop share? I did not, did I? I did not push the right. Did I push the right button?
No.
No.
There you are.
Did it happen?
I got you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Finding the right button. All right. Okay. All right. So it's time for us to turn it over to Ellen. She's going to talk to us about the 80-20 rule. Take it away, Ellen.
Awesome. All right. Hey, everybody. So I'm so excited to just kind of chat for just a couple minutes about this. I know a lot of you have heard of the 80-20 rule, right? Because it applies in so many different areas of our life, right? So we're going to talk about a couple ways that it applies here in your business, right? All right. So the 80-20 rule, just to give like a brief explanation, I'm going to use Champion here as an example because Pam has shared this in the past about Champion, our statistics and things like that. But the 80-20 rule, the gist of it is 80% of outcomes come from 20% of causes. Okay. So what that breaks down to is, for example, here at Champion, 80% of our sales come from the top 20% of the sellers, right? However, does that make the other 80% less important? Absolutely not, because we would miss 100% of our goals without the other 80%. Okay. So that gives you an idea. So a lot of times I've heard people talk about, oh, it's the 80-20 at the school, right? The people that volunteer to help out at the school, it's 20% of the parents that do 80% of the work. So I'm sure you've experienced it in your workplaces, you've experienced it all over the place. And so, but what I want to talk to you about in business is about the 80-20 rule when it comes to working your business, right? So 20% of your work tasks produce 80% of your results. So that 20%, what are those tasks, right? We refer to them as IPAs. We refer to them as income producing activities. That's the 20% that gives you 80% of your results. Are the other jobs in our business that are not income producing, are they important? Yes, because things would fall apart without those other 80%, right? So income producing activities, just to give you a couple examples, anything that results in income is an income producing activity. And so you can kind of argue like, well, doing mailers is an income producing activity. Yes and no, right? So, so for example, income producing activities are reaching out to customers with the intent of selling, dating, recruiting, right? So however it is you reach out to them, whether it's messages, whether it's phone calls, however it is that you reach out to them, those are income producing activities. Things that are less income producing activities are things such as so if you do virtual parties, it's the time that you have to spend creating your content, the time you have to spend setting up the party. Is it vital to making that money eventually? Yes, 100%. But it's not considered an income producing activity, right? And so, and also mailers, right? Mailing packets out to hosts, mailing gifts out to parties, packing your bags to get ready to go to a home party, right? You have to do those things, but it's not considered an income producing activity. And so I want you to think about that the next time that you're kind of like mapping out your work week or anything like that. How much time are you spending on those IPAs, right? It's important. They're small little tasks and you only have to do them for small windows of time, but they make a huge impact on your business. So if you do all the busy work and not do this 20%, you're going to be missing out on those results, right? So so there's some interesting little, like, so I was looking, I'm like, what are other examples of the 80-20 rule? And it just kind of like it goes on and on about all the different times in our lives that, 20% of your social circle produces 80% of the value. So how many of you agree with that? I definitely agree with that, right? I have a lot of acquaintances. I have a lot of people that I know, a lot of people that know me, right? But it's that 20% that I get that value from is where I like to spend my time. Those are my closest people that I are in my closest circle. And those are the people that make me feel good about myself, right? I don't want to spend time with people if I'm walking away feeling like crap. When my kids were little, there was this mom and the kids all got along fine. And so they would play and all this. And I was so desperate for a mom friend at that time that I just kind of was like, well, I'll just, keep getting together with her and all of this. But you know what? I quickly noticed, like, when I would leave their house, I would feel awful about myself. She was one of those people that constantly would like elevate herself above you, right? To make her feel better, right? But it made me feel bad. And we knew mutual people. And so she tried to manipulate situations and make me feel like the other people that we knew mutually weren't actually my friends. And it was funny because after I kind of was like, I recognized it and I was like, okay, I'm putting a stop to this. As desperate as I am for a mom friend, I would rather talk to a wall than feel bad about myself when I'm leaving somebody, right? And so we hadn't gotten together with them for a while. And my daughter's like, I'm like, whatever happened? Why don't we get together with them anymore? And I was like, well, sweetheart. And I was honest with her. And I said, when I would spend time with, Mrs. So-and-so, I said, I wouldn't feel good about myself. I said, and it's really important in your friendships that you feel good about yourself. And I said, so, cause I felt like it was a good lesson for her to learn. And she was like, oh, okay, I understand that, and it's just, but that's the 80-20, right? Make sure that you're spending that important 20% on things that are going to fuel you the other 80%. So something else I want you to think about is when it comes to mindset, right? A lot of times people think that the success in our business comes from all of the effort that we put into it, right? Reaching out to people and doing all the things that we do, income producing activities. They think that a lot of the success comes from those activities, right? But I will be honest with you, one of the most important 20% is your mindset. Is spending that time, taking the time to make sure that your mind is right. Because if your mind isn't right and you're trying to do these activities, it's not going to happen. It's just it's going to take longer, right? Your wheels are going to be spinning. You might get some grip, right? But they're going to be spinning instead of gripping. And so it's so unbelievably important to spend that 20% time on your mindset to make sure you get 80% of the results from that work that you do on your mind. And when I say mindset, what are things that come to mind for you, right? Mindset is self-care, right? So that has something to do with mindset. If you're burning at both ends, that's not going to help your mindset, right? But also just making sure that you're you're putting things in front of you that make you feel good, that make you think, that make you that help you have a more positive outlook on life, and pay attention to the things that you're taking in. TV shows, right? Those subliminal things, music playing in the background, right? It's so important to pay that type of stuff. It really gets in there. And one of the things that I recognized years and years ago, I love comedy sitcoms, right? I just love them. They're just like I can turn off my brain and just like sit there and watch them, right? But there's some that their whole like thing, their shtick, right, is making fun of other people. And that's what they do, right? And I quickly realized when I started in my Tupperware business, that did not serve me because in my moments of weakness, when I would be getting ready to train people like you, when I would be getting ready to do a party and I'd be feeling insecure, those jokes were in my head, but about me. Like, I was like, what are these people going to say about me when I leave the room? Right? Am I going to become the joke of the little inside joke that they have every time they get together, their friends? Oh, yeah, like the Tupperware lady, right? And so I quickly realized that. And I was like, I can't watch these shows anymore. As much as they make me laugh, I can't watch them anymore because it was getting in my head. So be aware of things like that that kind of get into your head and mess with your confidence because they're sneaky, right? They're really sneaky and they just kind of get in there. And so, but I challenge you to look at your time, and are you spending a good amount of time on your mindset? Feeding your confidence, feeding your brain, feeding your emotions in a positive way to have that outcome. So yeah, so I hope that helps, and I hope it at least gives you food for thought. And that 20% on your mindset, it could be journaling, right? It could be meditating, it could be reading books. I mean, you guys, I'm sure when I have my front camera on, I have this whole bookshelf full of, that's only half of my business books. And then I've gotten rid of at least double that because I just like, I can't have this many books because I just love to read. And give yourself grace, because a lot of times I used to beat myself up about not finishing books, but you know what? It's okay if you don't finish a book. You know, if you got what you needed out of it, then that's good. You can go back and revisit it later. But a lot of times with a lot of these books, I'll look at the chapters and I'm like, that's something I need. That's something I need. That's something I need. And I kind of skip around. So don't be afraid to do that. All right. And I listen to audiobooks because then I can just listen to it all the time. And I'd rather listen to that than something else that isn't going to serve me and isn't going to build me up. So definitely think about that. All right. So I'm going to send it back to Pam. Are you ready? Oh, you're muted. Oh, she saw it.
Okay, got it. I muted because my puppies were playing with their toys and it was squeaking, and I'm like, unmute. All right. So I'm unmuted. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So wonderful training. 80/20. Absolutely. Um, something to live by. You really, I mean, you just have to realize that it's 80/20. And so not only what she just shared, but think about everything. Um, 80% of the people are going to say no to you. So you're only looking for 10%, 20%. Okay. So if you keep hitting the no's, just know you have to keep asking because you're looking for that 20% because you'll find them. You'll find them. And sometimes you have to go through the 80 first. All right. But you'll find them. But 80/20. All right. And next, we want to talk to our friend Debi Morris, who's had great success this year already on recruiting. Debi, are you there? Debi, how many recruits do you have already this year?
This year, I have 3 for January, and I think I had 5 in November, December. I've added 11 in the last 4 months.
Oh my goodness. How many of you want 11 new recruits in the next 4 months? Personal recruits. Anybody? Okay, let's hear from Miss Debi. You are just, Debi is well, how can I explain what I just love Debbie, okay? And she's a keeper forever as a girlfriend, over and above the fact that she works with us in the business. Very a unique person, and very a little bit about Debbie. They volunteer for the park system, the national parks. She is a very clever lady in the fact that she has so much talent, and she just keeps it kind of quiet, just doing her little thing. And she just like, she's the turtle that's going to win the race. She's not the rabbit that's running out there like crazy. She's that turtle. She's consistent, and she'll run the race. 11 recruits in 4 months. Take it away, Debbie.
Well, thank you, Pam. You've got
Yes, I
the
do.
slide for me. Okay,
Yes.
so the one that's numbered that has 1 through 8, I think, on it. Okay. So, well, anyway, thank you for that intro. I'm Debbie. I am a full-time RVer. So what you see behind me is part of our camper. And we are, my husband and I are both retired from the U.S. Coast Guard. We got tired of working for for other people, and we started RVing, and now we volunteer, as Pam said, with the National Park Service. This winter, we're volunteering with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service at a fish hatchery down in southern Kentucky. And yes, I saw you say that, Joni. Yes, I love my little skunk. Ranger is my buddy. I love working with him. And so it's a lot of fun. And that's the best thing about Tupperware is it lets me work wherever I park my home, not just work from home, but wherever we park it. And so Amy and Pam asked me if I would talk a little bit about one of my dating strategies. And what I'm using right now is this the meme that Pam has up on the screen. And when I post this in my parties or on my VIP page, I usually will say something about it's time for a game. Who wants to play a game? Who wants to win? Everybody wins, but somebody's going to win my grand prize. Will it be you? And so then I put in there, send me a message. Tell me which number you pick. Now, I will be honest, this game was Chrissy Jackson did this meme for me probably about 2 years ago. But anyway, so I tell them to message me because that way we're getting that connection. We're communicating back and forth. Message me their number. So then when they message me their number, or if they put it in the chat or in the comments, then I message them. But I tell them, thank you for playing my game. You've picked number 6. But as we kick off the new year, I have an offer for you that you will be thankful to leave 2023 behind in the dust. You can win whatever number you've chosen, plus I will give you my grand prize if you agree to ring in 2024 with a Facebook party and with your family and friends. Now, what I do is I wait for them to come back and I tell them, say party if you want to do it, or no thanks if you don't. And I have had such great luck with people saying they'll go for the grand prize. Well, my grand prize is I offer them the discount VIP discount shopper program. I offer them my discount for a year. How great is that? And I've gotten several hostesses that have picked up on that. And this is a great game to encourage them to go for the discount shopper. Now, do they all end up being discount shoppers? No. There are those, the 20/80 rule, right? Many of them are going to say no, but some of them will say yes. And I have built my team up with people that have done that. The prizes, I offer Tupper trinkets, Tupper treasures. Every one of them is a gift. But I get those parties from the people that are willing to go for the grand prize, and their party is their lunch party. So I do that lunch party for them. So that is one of the fun ways that I do this. I have to admit it's been fun. Yeah, so bad to the bone, you get free tax on your order. That's just one of those things. It's coming out of my pocket, but you know what? You're getting a recruit, you're getting a party, you're getting a customer, you're getting an order, and it all works out in the wash. I also offer, I always have blank ones. So if the, I shouldn't, and I don't know if I should say this, but sometimes I have to reword the prize. And so sometimes I will reword the prize before I offer the game if I know that people have used them, used this party before, and I don't want to copy or use the same game or the same prizes all the time. I do up a change so that they don't always have the same ones. So that's how I do that game. I'm also upfront. I tell people, you know what, you can get my discount for a year for just $25. What's a no-brainer on that one? So it's been a lot of
Excellent job.
fun.
Thank you for sharing all of that. Deb, and what is your goal in Tupperware for this year?
My goal in Tupperware is to probably step up to star manager. I know that I've been a little bit higher than that in the past, but I'm happy at manager, star manager. I don't always have good Wi-Fi, and so that makes it very difficult to be doing too much. But yeah, seeing those numbers. My husband and I are talking about taking a royal cruise, and so being able to pay that will be great.
Okay. And you were one of the ones that earned the voucher too. So
I did.
use that voucher for your cruise.
Well, no,
So,
we're using I won the Westgate voucher,
oh,
so
the Westgate. Okay.
yeah, we're going to Virginia.
Okay. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. And so did you get your email today? I know those emails were going out today for
Um,
your
I,
vouchers.
I have been so busy, I have not even
Okay.
gotten.
All right.
No.
Actually, I think it's the vouchers that went out, and then the Westgate ones will come out in another couple days. So
Yeah, I haven't even been on email today. It's been one of those days.
sure. Well, everybody that's earned it, start looking, all right? Because they're coming out this week. All right. Thank you. Let's give her a big hand, everybody. Go ahead. Kudos, kudos. Yay. All right. There you go. All right. And so, gosh, Jenny, where are you? Let's give some stuff away. Can we put Jenny up on the screen with me? All right. We have 5 drawings. Let's give some stuff away. Jenny Cheatham. Are we looking for her? Hi, Jenny. How are ya? Okay, so we need to give some stuff away. What are we giving away tonight?
We can start with Share the Shine.
Share the shine. Let's do
Share
it.
the Shine,
Oh my
because
goodness, I have to tell you, you guys are really good at this share the shine thing. Even today, Robin Vanderwagen, you've been sharing some great things, and I love her modular mate raffle, you guys. If you didn't see that, that was cute. And then today she shared the cereal. What's your favorite cereal to start the conversation? All right. So thank you guys, all of you, all of you. There's a lot of you that are sharing. Bonnie has put a lot of things up there. Nikki is constantly sharing. You guys are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please always put share the shine, hashtag share the shine, and the current month we're in, because that's how we find you and don't have to scroll to find you for the drawing. Okay. So go ahead, Jenny.
okay, so we are going to have
Kathy Sewell.
Kathy Sewell.
Yay,
with-
Kathy. Kathy, I have you on my list of people that want to make more money. Yay. You thought I wasn't writing that down. You know I did. All right. If you said more, I got your name on my list. All right. Go ahead. What else are we giving away?
Okay, we are giving away. Oh, this was for the people that posted their dream boards or their dream pillowcases.
Oh, thank you. That was so fun to look through.
Those were fun. And that is going to be
Rebecca DeYoung.
Rebecca DeYoung.
Becca, yay. Congratulations. I don't have you on my list, Becca. You didn't say more. You got more in 24? You got to say more so I can put you on my list. All right. All right. And so what's next?
Kind of busted there, Rebecca.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and we have last week's team night ahas. So that was like Bonnie's modular made demo. There was so many good things last week. It was really good. So we had a bunch of people comment on that too. So let's go with
Janet Doolittle.
Janet Doolittle.
Right, Janet, congratulations. Winner, winner. All right. And next we
are gonna do our brand new one, which is our Parties Up.
Oh, yes. Guys, you don't want to miss this. This is another way to win. Always go to the Parties Up post for the week, and you post your Parties Up, and so that you can be in the drawing. Now, how are we doing this, Jenny? If Nikki's on, every single, you just add, it's not a new post every week. You go to the same
No,
post.
It's
and
the same
keep
post
posting
every
them.
week, and the parties that you had, like you're posting your parties up for the next 4 weeks. So the
Right.
parties that you have up for this week drop off. But if you if you have another party for 4 weeks from now, when you book parties from that parties, you add them in. So you
Yeah.
keep adding your parties so that you just have so many chances that you don't know what to do with yourself.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So every party you have up gives you another chance to win on the parties up draw.
Right.
Okay. And
Yep.
you no zero heroes, no zeros in your lineup. Something every week.
Yeah. So and I'm keeping track. So guys, just but it's going to be so much easier if you do it in that one post for us to find them all, because
Well, that's the only place they can actually get a drawing ticket.
right.
Because
Right.
it has to be there.
So, and here we go.
Christy Goodyear.
Christy Goodyear.
Good year. Awesome. Congratulations. All right. We got some new names popping up
I
tonight.
know. We've got a lot of people commenting, which is great. Okay,
Yeah.
we are now down to Jessica. Do we have any guests? Like first time guests?
We do. Cindy Williams with Debbie Morris.
Okay.
Welcome, Cindy.
Great. Cindy, you were on my list. You want more at 24.
You're starting to sound like Santa Claus.
I know. Making a list and checking it twice. All right. So congratulations, Cindy. And you are getting a free gift from Gemini as well for being brand new and here on the chat. Now, obviously, that's usually a drawing, but guess what? You won. All right. All right. So we are going to let Miss Jeni take it away. And she's going to talk to us about the 7 steps. But first, I want to remind you, let's take the screens down and share my screens. Let's go back to that. Share your screens. Okay. And here we go. Jubilee. If you don't know about Jubilee, you need to go to Jubilee. Jubilee is a once a year convention. If you've ever been to Jubilee and loved it, put it in the chat. Loved it. All right. Because guys, Jubilee is it is like 30 rallies in in 2 days. You get so much knowledge. Can you see I don't think shared my screens have.
They were up and then they just disappeared. It was weird.
Okay, try it again.
There they are.
There they are.
It's sharing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, because I can still see Jeni and I on this other screen. It's never happened like that before, but I love it. Okay. So what I just want to share with you is that this is a huge opportunity for you. Yes, it's going to be a little expensive because travel is expensive. You can't travel for free. All right. There's certain ways for you to cut down the cost. You don't have to fly. You could drive down there, get through 2 or 3 girls in car and drive. There's also roommates, get roommates, and so that you're not paying for a room by yourself. A lot of times people like to take their husbands, so it's a nice getaway, but that means you're paying a lot more money for your room. So you got to weigh it all out. Bottom line is investing in yourself is the way for you to really make the most money. You've got to invest in you. You've got to sharpen your saw. You've got to take the opportunity to learn as much as you can learn, because when you learn, you are going to earn. And so learning this opportunity, those 3 days, yes, you're going to have a great time, but you're there to learn and you're there to get as much out of every meeting you can get out of. And write it off on your taxes, by the way. And so I really want to encourage you to look at these dates, August the 7th through the 9th. And it is in a beautiful hotel. You will absolutely love this location. Rose and Shingle Creek is gorgeous. And so it's like an opportunity for you to really have a great getaway, learn, and write it off on your taxes. So how can you say no to all of that, right? I also want to tell you that is a split payment that you can get in on. If you register before February the 28th, you can get in on the split payment. In-person registration will close on 11:59 on April the 24th, so nobody can register after that. The virtual registration closes on the 17th, and June 30th, the Rosenshinger Creek special Tupperware room rate closes. Business leaders, That's me. Never mind. Jubilee event days are the 7th through the 9th. And there's a whole lot more information online. So you can go ahead and find that on your knowledge center and, print it out, sit down and talk over it with your husband and see what that looks like for you. I will tell you the in-person is way better than the virtual, but if you cannot do in person, definitely do the virtual. All right. All right. And so it's time for Jeni to take it away. So I'm leaving the screens and letting Jeni do her thing.
Hey, everybody. So I am one of those people that sometimes I like something somebody does, but I don't necessarily like everything they write or everything they talk about. However, John Gordon is an exception to that rule. He has books that are so easy to read, and so they're actually enjoyable to read. And he is very easy to follow, very easy to listen to. So if you can either do audiobooks with him or you can get the books, find something that you like and start reading and enjoying John Gordon because he is amazing. Now, he's got The Power of a Positive View, which is a 7-step action plan. And we're going to talk about that just really quickly because there are some slides that Pam is going to put up on Champion. And there's a little bit of homework, but it's well worth the effort. It's that 80-20 stuff, okay? It might not be an income producing activity, but it will eventually turn into what helps you produce your income. And you're going to hear me say some things that Ellen has already said. Just talk about mindset, talk about what you're going to do, the people that you hang around, how you are in control of yourself. And the reason for that is those are important things. So you need to hear them more than once. It's going to keep happening. And the reason that we keep telling you more than once is the more you hear it, the more it kind of sinks in. Okay. So one of the first things he talks about, and you need a plan. Okay. And you need to make the basic plan simple because now I'm going to say something and you tell me if I'm right or not. Simple ideas lead to incredible results. Somebody tell me yes, no in the chat. Is that true? Simple ideas lead to incredible results. All right, I'm horrible because I can't see the chat from where I'm at. Well, let me look and see what you're saying. Okay, it all says I got some yeses and stuff like that. But here's the thing. Simple ideas, when they're acted upon, lead to incredible results. Doesn't matter how good your idea is, if you don't do anything with it, it's not going to go anywhere. And you're in charge of what you do with it. Okay. Nobody else is in charge of what you do with your ideas. So you got to plan and write it down. I am a big journaler. I am a big writer. If I write it, I remember it. I know a lot of people do like talk to text, and now people are starting to do the AI. All of that's great. I personally have to either type it myself or write it down myself to get it into my brain. So that's just me. But then you have to make sure that you're living the plan that you come up with. Okay. You've got to get it in there. You've got to practice it. You've got to make it part of your life, and don't get discouraged. Okay. If things don't go right one day, if you've got a plan and this is what you're going to do and things don't always go right, you're trying to improve your life, guys. You're going to have days. It's okay. Like Ellen said, give yourself some grace because small changes will lead to big results. Now, he's got this 7-step plan, and it's awesome because it's very simple. So the first thing is you pull out your telescope, and I'm not going to read these because, like I said, we're going to post them and you can do them. But what you need to do is create your vision, all right, where you want to go. And that keeps you on track. So this is, again, something you should write down. And we did the dream boards, right? You have your dream board, but you need to write down what your actual vision is. All right. Like on my dream board, I have a thing that says, I love New York. Well, that doesn't really mean anything unless what you know I mean by that is I want to go to New York at Christmas time. I want to see New York. I want to see Central Park. I want to see Times Square at Christmas, not on New Year's Eve, but at Christmas time. Okay. That whole general area. So your vision is something that you can have, like Pam was talking about, 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months, 6 years. What is your vision for your life? Okay. And then what are you doing with that vision? Who are you doing it with? Get real specific when you're writing it down so that you know what you're talking about and what you're looking for. All right. Number 2, Pam, we're seeing all kinds of stuff on your screens. All right. Point number 2 is, what is your purpose? And this is, you know, what's your why? What's your purpose? If you've ever heard me talk, you know I had a really hard time with this for a long time. But here's the thing. Okay, I couldn't use the word why. I had to go with what is my purpose. And what that amounts to is, what difference do you want to make? What difference do you want to make in your own life, in the life of your family, and the life of the people that you meet? How can you decide to make a difference? And what's going to inspire you to keep going? That's your purpose. Okay. And here's the thing. It says right on here, you don't get burned out because of what we do. We get burned out because we forget why we were doing it to start with. All right. When you get to where all you're doing is working and you can't go back and read that vision and read your why and your purpose and why you were doing it, you're going to forget. And it's just going to seem like you just can't, keep going. So you want to write it down so that you can go back and look at it. Now, then we're going to get out a microscope. All right. We talked about the telescope. We talked about the purpose. So telescopes are look at things long range. Microscopes bring things really clearly into your vision. And without action, okay, a vision is just pretend. Okay. If you don't do something with it, it's not going to come about. But a vision plus action, that becomes tomorrow's reality. So you have to zoom in on the one thing you're going to do every day. All right. That one thing, not 10 things that you want to get. I mean, you have a list of your things, but what one thing can you do today to help make that vision come to pass? All right. And make sure that that's what you do. You don't have to do something great every time. All right. But you have to do something great. You have to do it consistently for it to end up being great. So commitments are greater than just goals. You can write down goals all day long, but if you're not committed to at least one thing a day to making those dreams come true and those goals come true, you're not going to do it. And those dreams, or those goals, and that commitment is going to form a habit. And once you start something and it becomes a habit, it gets so easy to do every day. If you make a habit of contacting new people for your business every day, then it's going to be something you do every day. It's going to be, I have a habit, if you want to call it that, of having a cup of coffee in the morning before I really talk to anybody. It's a habit I started years ago, and people that know me well know that it's a really good idea. I can talk to people before coffee. I really can, but I like to do it that way. And it starts my day off right. And it's not that I just sit there and look at the coffee. I kind of collect my thoughts about what I want to do for the day. I read a little bit. I just go over things in my mind that maybe I need to get clarified before the day starts. And I like to do it with a cup of coffee. It's a habit. So get yourself in a habit of doing the things for your business, for your life, for your family that you want to make happen every day. And it gets super easy. All right. Number 4 is stay positive. Feed the positive dog. And this is a really good John Gordon book. If you have not read this book, either audio it or grab it somewhere and read it. It's a super easy book. It's about 2 dogs and they, are having a hard time. But to feed the positive dog, it just talks about putting the positive stuff in your life every day. It's so much easier to be negative. All right. When you talk to people, very rarely do people sit around and go, oh, everything's so great. I'm so excited about everything. I just love the way she did this. And I am so excited about the way this happened. More than likely, a lot of the people that you talk to, even if they start out positive, are going to go like, she said some of the most amazing things, and then it starts. Okay. Don't feed into that negativity. If you have a negative thought, doesn't mean you have to believe it. It doesn't mean you have to wallow in it either, deal with it and get rid of it. There's a couple things. All right. You have faith over fear. If you're thinking about how blessed you are, you won't be able to think about how stressed you are. And opportunities and challenges, okay? Every challenge is an opportunity to be positive and to do something better. And this is where your mindset comes in. Ellen talked about that too. Sometimes this is a complete mindset change for people to not feed into that negative. And it's very important because here's one of the things that happen, and this is number 5. These are energy vampires. Another really good book is called The Energy Bus that John Gordon wrote. And he talks about energy vampires in that, and it's a people. Okay. And sometimes these are people that you absolutely have to be around. It might be somebody you work with. It might be somebody that, you carpool with. It might be somebody you live with. All right. And so you can't necessarily not be around these people, but don't let them suck the life out of you. Don't let them take the positive out of you. Be in control of who you let in your mind. You might not be able to be in control of who's in your space, but you can be in control of who you let in your mind, and who don't be letting people, live rent free in your mind with those negative thoughts. So you be positive, help them see the positive, limit the time you have with these people that are energy vampires. And if you think about them, you'll know who they are. Okay. And it might be somebody you really like, might be somebody you really love. Okay. But sometimes they just get to a point where everything is negative and wrong, and you need to keep that from invading your life and avoid those people on a long-term basis. I mean, there are things you can do even if you live with them. You can be in another room, you can do all kinds of things and redirect conversations. Learn to do that. You're in charge of with the conversations you have. So learn to redirect them into a more positive atmosphere, kind of. Okay. Because, and this is like therapy 101. This is just for real. Someone else can't make you feel a certain way. You can allow them to make you feel a certain way, but own the power that you have over your own mind and over your own thoughts, and take control of it. Okay. So become your most powerful you around these people. All right. We're going to do just 2 more. All right. Number 6 is one word. And we've been talking about this for weeks. Find the word, write it down. And once you write that word down, remember what the why is behind the word. Okay. Why did you pick that word? It's great to have a word like joyfulness. Okay. It's not my word for the year, but if my word for the year was joyfulness, but why? Why do I need that to be my word? Maybe I've had a rough year the year before, and I just need to remember to bring the joy into things. Or I'm around a lot of people that are energy vampires, and I need to remember that somewhere in their life there is joy, and I need to help them find it. So write that down so you know why you have the word that you have. All right, now here's number 7, and this is love, serve, care. Now, this is probably my favorite John Carpenter book. It's called The Carpenter. And if you don't read anything else, if you don't audiobook anything else, do The Carpenter. It's just a great book. Okay. And the love, serve, care that he talks about are the 3 things that just make everything else doable. Okay. So you need to share your love. And love is honestly the most positive force in the universe. So you just need to be kind to people. It costs nothing to be kind to people. And, the love to serve other people. You always get blessed. You always have more coming to you when you are serving other people with a good heart. And then you have to care. Okay. So you have to show these people that you care. And the best way to grow yourself, honestly, is to help others. And to be the most power and positive you need to focus on the love, serve, and care for other people. So not just for you, for everyone around you. And then it will come back to you. Now, we're going to post these, and all these little lines that are blank on the bottom of these, do yourself a favor and fill them out. If you can print this out and write it down and hang on to it, that's great. Otherwise, if you're on your laptop or whatever, just take a notebook and write down the answers. It doesn't matter if you can print out the sheets or not, but go back over this and do a little bit of homework and make it to where, this positive thing is an ongoing habit for you every day. And if you can, grab a John Gordon book and just start reading because you'll love it. I know you will. Back at you, Pam.
Thank you so much. It was awesome. Okay, so I've
Stop your
got
screen
another.
share.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, stop your screen share though.
Oh, I don't want to stop it.
Oh,
Okay. So I have a great idea for you. I've got a goal sheet for you to help you break down your business this year. And so a business plan with me right now in the next few minutes. Are you ready? So what I have for you is every month of the year here, and then I've taken 2024 and told you what months are going to be 5 weeks. So January, May, July, and October are your 5 weeks. I want to tell you that there's never been a better outline for you to have a successful year in Tupperware because you've always got a peak 5 week month in every quarter, which makes it really, really good for you to have good volume of sales and make goals and trips if they come out with a trip or anything like that. This is really a good roadmap. So 2024, what did you sell in 2023 and how much do you want to sell in 2024? Another way to do this is how much money do you want to make? And you can work backwards if you'd like to do that and off your personal sales. And so honestly, if you always go over the 1,500 mark, you're pretty much going to make between 30 and 35% because Tupperware is giving you, if you hit 4,000, they're giving you 10% extra. And so think about how much you want to make and then how much do you need to sell to do that. And then back it up. All right. And so put your number at the top of how much you want to sell. We're going to post this for you so you can do that. And when you do that, you can turn around and divide that number by 12, which would be 12 months. But that's probably not going to serve you well. It's probably going to be better if you look at your big months, your January, your May, your July, and your October, and put in what you think you can do if you put 100% into a 5 week month and really plan, because these are also months that we traditionally have better host programs, January, May, and October. July is always a good month for Tupperware because people are going back to school, kids are going back to school. And I don't know why, but it has always been one of our better months. Also, March, to be honest with you, is a really good month. And so put your totals in there. Say you want to sell $4,000 in January, you want to sell $4,000 in May, you want to sell $4,000 in July, and you want to sell $4,000 in October. That would give you a total of 4 times 4 is 16. That would give you a total of 16,000. So maybe your goal for the year is you've been sitting there and saying, I'd like to sell 30,000 this year. Well, or maybe 40,000. Let's say 40,000. And so you've got another 24,000 left to sell, and you spread it out the other 8 months. And so you would take 24,000 divided by 8, and you would come up with your total. And so get out your calculators, make this work for you, and have yourself a business plan of where you're going to go and how you're going to sell your $30,000 in the year of 2024. Go for more in 24. All right. And so we want to challenge you. You've got 2 homeworks this week. You've got the homework of the John Gordon book, and you've got the homework of your goal mapping and figuring out where you want to go. I would like to tell you, all leaders on the call right now, if you are a leader, a manager, or higher, you need to do this for your team goal and you need to do this for your personal goal. And so that you can have a roadmap of how you're going to get to where you want to go. So if you want to make more money, let's figure it out. Let's track it and let's do it. All right. And that's what this is about. So let's give some recognition. Personal sellers, congratulations to our personal sellers. And This is for last week only. Martha Shetler, Ellen Lewis, congratulations. Paula Berry, PC Champs. That would be Pam Clift and Mandy Schwartz and Kimberly Glad. Congratulations, Christina Moreau, Gina Arnold, and Patricia Fraley, congratulations, 1,300. And number one, 2,700, Loretta DeCenzo Tiber. Unit sellers, congratulations, Melanie Reidenauer, Debbie Morris, Carol Clowes, and Paula Berry, and Christina Moreau, Christy Jackson, Sonia Ellis, Pam Green, Tracy McCombs, and number one, Carrie Ribicki, congratulations. Team sales, congratulations to Sarah Weaver, Nikki Micah, Manel Franklin, Amy Gardner, Jessica Gordon, Patricia Fraley, Bonnie Alexander, number two, Loretta DeCenzo Tiber, number three, Loretta DeCenzo Tiber, number two, Ellen Lewis, and number one in team sales is PC Champs. Congratulations. Org sales leaders, congratulations. We have Amy Gardner, Loretta DeCenzo Tiber, Bonnie Alexander, and Ellen Lewis at 12,000. Great. Woo! Great week. All right, personal recruiting. Congratulations, Sarah Weaver, Rebecca DeYoung, Debbie Morris, Diane Smith, Tracy McCombs, Patricia Fraley. Congratulations. Oops, too fast. And Loretta DeCenzo Tiber with 3. Congratulations. Unit recruiting. Congratulations, Christy Jackson, Carrie Ribicki, Debbie Morris, and Tracy McCombs. Congratulations. And team recruiting, we have Sarah Weaver and Amy Gardner and Patricia Fraley. Congratulations, Ellen Lewis with 2, Loretta DeCenzo Tiber with 4. All right, and org recruiting, we have Amy Gardner, Bonnie Alexander, Ellen Lewis with 3, and Loretta's team with 5, org with 5. Congratulations, guys. Stepping up this month, I told you, is so important. And I really want to encourage you to step up to new titles and new levels. And Tupperware has a program, a leadership recognition program that will send you a beautiful charm bracelet for your title this year. And this starts December the 28th, 2023, and goes through June the 26th, 24. And so you can get manager, star manager, executive manager, all the way up. And so enjoy this beautiful charm program. And last but not least, I want to share with you that, stop my share. Did it stop? In slideshow. Okay, did it stop? Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Yes, you're
Okay,
good.
thanks. I want to thank you for being a champion, for working with us and helping us help you. And so we have an opportunity to do the IX Center, which is our company show that we do there, and it's run by Gemini. And I need workers that would like to work it. If you're local here in the Cleveland area and you would like to have some time at the IX, we do not charge you to work the show. The product that we sell pays for the show, and it pays for all of the expenses. And we do that on purpose. And so we've got a couple changes this year. I really want to work with our future leaders. And so if you are local and you could work the show or give a couple hours, you need to reach out to me personally so I can help you get on the shift and the schedule if possible. Okay. And so, of course, we have all of our directors in there first. And we're looking for our leaders to get in there and our consultants that want to move up, future leaders. I will tell you that it does cost you to park in the parking lot, but getting in is free. And it's for the Home and Flower Show. It's a 10-day show. And getting in is free because you'll come in door 35A in the back. And then the catalogs and order forms, I suggest that you do come with some or plan to come with some. I will have catalogs there at no charge for you to use for your business. So you'll need to bring labels with your name and number on them. Okay. So that we can help you grow your business. And yes, we do help each other. All right. And so the dates for the Home and Flower Show, I believe it starts on this February. Let me just look at my calendar real quick. It's the very first 10 days of February. It is the 1st through the 10th. All right. At the 11th, I'm sorry, the 11th, Sunday, the 11th is the close. And by the way, I want to tell you, if you help set up or take down, we do really appreciate the help. Okay. And so if you're able to help set up, we do set up the the 30th and the 31st, and then we take down on that Sunday. And after we take down, we take you out to dinner. It's just something we've done for years. And so give us an idea if you want to reach out to me personally. I'll see if there's a time that we can fit you into our show. We'd love to help you grow your business. And that is the purpose of this show. Grow the business. Okay. And so thank you guys so much. If you're not local, I'm sorry, I love you, but we'd love to have you work the show if you are local. All right, guys, appreciate you. And you need to have a really terrific week. We are doing wonderful, by the way. #1 in the region in recruiting and #1 in the region in team in sales. And we're off to a really strong start. So, all right, guys. Yes.
Ellen wants me to do another drawing. I can tell by the way she just spotlighted me on there with you.
Let's do it.
The
Well, we have
Pam-
to do, yes, our attendance drawing.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Oh, Mama Shar, look at that picture. You're so pretty. Oh, okay. Mama Shar, you're not the winner yet, but you might. Your picture is pretty much a winner. All right. And so we have 27 people on. Hey, Siri, give me a random number between 1 and 27. Hey, Siri, give me a random number between 1 and 27.
It's 7.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's Gina Arnold. Congratulations, Gina. Yay. All right, one more because we ran over a little bit. Hey, Siri, give me a random number between 1 and 27.
The answer is 3.
3. It's Pam Callahan. Congratulations. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being on tonight. Appreciate you. Let's
Hey
keep
guys, send your address to Pam in Messenger, please, if you won tonight. Please, please.
Yes. Let's keep recruiting and dating and keep growing this business. Grow your business. Make sure you do your homework. Bye, guys.